Alright. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Cyber Realm. We're back here today again on some Honkai Star Rail. Because I cannot find I cannot find myself to give up on this game. So I'm back again. Some Divergent grind and leftover I'm trying to remember. Currency Wars? Yes, leftover Currency Wars. I think I have 2 levels left to get, and that'll be it. So, we'll see how that goes. Ooh. She's hacking. Uh-huh. Alright. He's cheating. Harry requesting for the badminton stream. I don't know, when you send the invite, I guess. We're all just chilling. I came back, like, last week. Oh. Gotta check this new event. Oh, we're in stage 2 now, okay. Man, Garden of Gossip is still too far behind on this. Alright, I see what I have to do. That's fine. That's easily achievable. Let me just hop in this real quick. I need to... Actually, I don't need to do anything here anymore, but I pop in just to min-max. And there's not a single equipment I'm not great. I mean, I feel like the 2 level 119s could get better, but... Nice. This is the last one, right? Yeah, okay, that's max. So this... Max is everybody, right? Everyone 6-star, yes? Yep. Okay, I don't need to come back to this anymore. Fully capped. Insane currency, 250 million. Solid. Yeah, I don't need to come back to this, but let me check if there's any new teams I can build. 12.9, 12.9, 12.8. I'm surprised these are actually lower in stats. Ah, well, I'll go with skill damage, it's fine. Okay, right, I'm standing right in front of what I need to do, so let's not waste any more time. So I'm supposed to use the Omni Synthesizer once, but what I want to do is I actually want to create a attack rope and an attack sphere for Silver Wolf, just because the recommendation is defense and HP for whatever reason. I'm not quite sure why. I mean, yes, she benefits off sustain, but if you're running her in a full Elation team, you have to worry about more than just her sustain. So, I don't know. Well, I guess she's the main DPS, but still. Alright. So, I'm going to actually pick attack percentage, then follow with crit rate and crit damage. Actually, maybe speed and crit damage is more important. Because she does buff herself with crit rate and crit damage. I don't know how much, though. Can I get away without having to build crit rate? She's sitting at a 83.3 right now. And her current orb grants her 6% crit rate. I might have to build crit rate and crit damage, and hopefully that speed comes as like an additional stat. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Okay, no, and it's not even 4-line upgrade either, so that means I only get 4 upgrades on this. Okay, well, you know, it's worth taking a look into. See if I can get 4. Oh, that's rough. If I have speed as a 3rd line, I can easily block out the last line and just do a reroll, right? But right now, we don't have that option, so it's a bit unfortunate. No, I'm probably gonna have to trash that one. Have to reroll it. Should I just do a few rolls on... Yeah, I probably shouldn't jump into using the thing right away. The self-modeling resin. I should probably just craft a few, just to see if I can get lucky. So let's go with 9. Wow! Actually crazy. That's pretty wild, actually. I don't know if they're specifically targeting Silverwolf, because it seems to have put that first for me. I don't know if that's intended for that, but sure. I don't think I can smart discard, right? Yeah, no. These are still unvouched yet, so. And again, let's try it on the rope as well before I forge one. So we're after attack percentage, crit rate, crit damage, and speed as the substats. Ideally, I want to see all 3 substats, but, you know, if we can't find them all, I'll try crafting it, or using self-model. That's unfortunate. It does have crit rate and crit damage, though. I'll lock this one for now. See if we can find something else. Ooh. Oh. This one is for the other one. Okay, sure. I'll, I don't know, actually, would it be necessary for this? Because I feel like it would just end up being replaced by the other one, no? Okay, I'll you know what? For the sake of it, I'll lock it. But I want to see... Oh, no, that's not quite right. Okay, we're reaching the end of our scraps here, and we have crit damage only on this one. Right, okay. I would say I'll hold on to these for now until like some other characters require them. So I'll do a custom. I can make one. I'll keep the rest. So we'll do attack percentage, crit rate, and crit damage. And then again, hope for the speed that pops out with it. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Okay. So again, we'll see if any of these happen to align with what I want. And we'll do a damage test between them, see which one is actually slightly better. Where are the locked items? Okay, so we have the attack one here. Okay, 3 stats. Not awful. Also 3 stats. Okay, so the question is which one is better then, right? So we've got 2 stats here. And then we get 3 stats here. So we get defense here. So it gives us a plus more sustain, right? So I'm thinking possibly, if I were to go off of this, then I'd probably want, realistically, right, attack percentage, and then either HP percentage or defense percentage for like a slight boost, and then speed boost, speed, crit rate, crit damage. That's going to be the ideal set, right? So this one has HP percentage and break effect, whereas this one has HP flat. This is not significant at all. Defense percentage is pretty good, and then crit rate and crit damage. I do think that it is better to have more crit damage. So this one is actually better because also off the defense percentage. So this, I'm gonna have to retire. This I will switch to as sort of like a backup. And then the orb, I definitely found one that was really good, which was this one here. This is attack percentage, speed, crit damage into attack. And I'm gonna reroll this one. Actually, do I want to reroll this one? It did go everything into speed, actually. Or almost everything into speed. If I were to lock out HP percentage, then I can effectively get 4 stats into these categories, but it would suck if it goes all into crit rate. So here's my test, right? I want to check something. Where would be the most optimal place to test this? MOC? It's very inconsistent, right? So how do I make sure of the consistency? Just max the stacks before ulting? Before transforming? I think that would be valid. Yeah, let's do that. I'll head over to Memory of Chaos. We'll run a test with both of these individually. Yeah. I just hope he lives long enough for me to actually use my abilities. Okay, we're gonna try to cap Silver Wolf's stacks before we ult. So we have a so we remove a variable, a control variable. Although Sparksy may end up finishing the fights before we get to that point, so we'll see. Okay. Should I wait until... Probably, right? Wait until after his armor is broken? Okay, he's just gonna do that. 281. We're very close. We are very close. 289. I mean, effectively, we're done, right? 300. Yeah. Okay. There we go. We need to make sure this buff is activated. Then we ult. Okay, let's record the damage on this one. So currently 1.3. Also, let's make sure that we are in fact capped at crit rates. Okay, our crit rate is capped, and 558 in crit damage, right? So I'll make a note of this really quickly. So we're currently looking at roughly, what is that? 1186 for attack, right? We have 100% crit rate, and we have 558.4% crit damage. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is consistent, because I know the relics has some differences in crit rate and crit damage, so I want to make sure we're taking that into consideration. 8.2 or 8.28 million. I know the damage goes up as you get more. Okay, never mind. Maybe not. Oh, because his armor is back up this time. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and return. And let's recheck the relics. Respec the relics. And we'll see which one is better. Alright. So here's our attack rope. And our attack orb. I lose crit damage on this one though, unfortunately. I don't know if I should keep that in mind. Shouldn't be too big difference, because we do get attack out of it, right? So perhaps it's not a big deal. Okay. Let's first charge. Same thing as before. Did I botch this? Botch? Okay, yeah, there we go. Better. Alright.
PS 最強だから見てて邪魔する気私もちょうどそのつもりよ人は天この札で書店を見尽くさんあら残念大凶よ船長君だよこれでよし
Let's maximize the stats first before using her ult.
Bye bye.
Alright, 184 at the moment. Okay. I think I'm okay, even without having to apply the skill back up again. I'll apply it on the next turn, so it should be fine. Okay, yeah, her health has been decreased, but that's fine, because most of it was just defense, right? 274, 282. Okay, very close now. 297. I think this should do it, yes? I'll hit it one more time. And then I need Yalguang to reapply the stack. And I'll ult. Okay, so let's look at my stats now. We're looking at 1933, so it's about 800 higher than before. It's not excessively high, is it? Alright. Compared to before, though, I did drop off in some crit damage. Not a lot. I lose about 7% crit damage, but that's okay. So, exactly, is it better? We'll see. 5.95. It is lower. It's lower for some reason. Why is that? Wait, that makes no sense. Hold on. You're telling me that after raising her attack higher and losing just 7%, I only lost 7% critical damage. Is there something in the traces I'm missing? Okay. Interesting. Interesting. So does that mean we want to maximize the crit damage more? Because technically the yield is higher on the crit damage than it is on the crit rate, right? The closer you are to 100% crit rate, obviously you don't want to reach the full 100% because this will just end up... if you can get it to 99%, that'll be probably for the best. But is the trade-off worth it, though? So 2 points into crit rate is equivalent to 1 point. Well, yield the same percentage as 1 crit damage. After fully using enhanced basic attack 3 times, she exits the god player mode state. When exiting the god player state and clears in MMR. Okay, so maybe I'm mistaken about how this works. The attack doesn't help. Yeah, the attack doesn't help anymore. Because it no longer plays into... Oh, also I didn't... No, I did make the change. Okay, so... Right, so the attack doesn't help anymore because it gets swapped to elation damage at the same multiplier, so it actually doesn't feed off of the attack percentage. No, but the elation damage is not boosted by... Okay, the elation damage isn't boosted by that, but the percentage should still be the same, no? But I'm confused why the damage is lower. What did I miss?
ためらうことはない。
実報に
俺はお前の判断を信じる。
楽しいので行こう。
What did I miss?
ジャウ一層。
天地を支える。竜の方向。竜よ、不朽不滅をもって発光をかける。
見てて。邪魔する気？私は。人は手この札で書店を見尽くさん。あら残念、大凶よ。バイバイ。幸があらんことを承服。これでよし。まったり行こう。オーバードライブ。
I think I might have an idea as to why. Do I have to reapply?
好機を逃してはならない。
I don't.
問題ない。受け切
Do I have to reapply the susceptibility to him just to make the damage match? No, because it's adding susceptibility to this one. So he already has a debuff. Right? Yeah, Wolf's Whisper. Okay, so it's already there. Okay, we're at 300 stacks now. I should transform now, right? Or right after this, at least. This. Oh, you know why the damage is different. It also depends on what tool she picks up. Because now I'm doing 6 million damage. 9.1. Okay. Right, okay. So yeah, it does depend heavily on 1933. Yeah, okay. So it does depend on attack percentage. It's not. What are the... So we should have the talents, right? They should tell me which skills I can pull. Deals 3 damage equal to... There's 2 skill points. Wait, huh? I'm confused. What is... The damage should be... Yeah, it's 264%, right? No, that's split into 100 bounces. Okay, when used deals massive inflation damage. Okay, so the only thing that this is boosting, the attack percentage is boosting, is only this. The split damage of 100. This doesn't come from the attack percentage. That's why the damage difference is negligible. I see. It's not entirely negligible, but it's definitely not worthwhile. Maybe Serval Sustain is the better option. I see why the optimal stats for her now is defense and HP. Okay, I'm convinced. My test went as far as that. That's why I wanted to confirm. If that's the case, I did just... this is not good for me. Alright, well... I just effectively wasted some self-modeling resins. 10 of them to be exact. Oh, let me put this back then. Okay, so I'm convinced. But was the result worth it? Probably not. It is a good relic though. Maybe I'll keep this around until someone else who can use it come along. So for now, just keep it here. This one's also decent. I'll keep it here as well until someone else comes along that can use it. Who knows when that will be to use attack percentages and orb. Okay. Alright. My curiosity has been satisfied. Let's go to currency war. What do we got? Follower and... Okay, that's not bad. What path should we take this time? It's always fun to try something new. Entering the next 3 nodes. Is that worth it? I mean, I haven't taken it before. Sure, why not? It's like, if I want to get to level 10 or level 9, I guess, that is a pretty big boost. Because if you get 12 XP, right, that's equivalent to buying XP 4 times. No, 3 times. And for the next 3 nodes, that means equivalent to buying XP 9 times. What? No. Am I crazy? No, it is correct. It is correct. So 9 times 4. 32. So you save 32 gold, which is pretty good. Okay, we already got some good characters here. I do want to try something new, though. Should we go Xianzhou? How many frontline attackers are there? 1, 2. Everything else can be backlined. No, 1, 2, 3. No, sorry, 1, 2. There's only 2. 7 characters. You can go up to 10. I need 3 gems for Xianzhou. Is it worth it? Let's give it a try. 7 characters. Let me tack on one of the Elation characters already here. I only need Yao Guang plus Silver Wolf, so that means technically 8 characters on the field. I only need to hit level 8. If I want to go any further, I could definitely go for... Do we have sustain on Xianzhou? We do. Ho ho. Not a good sustain, though. Not a great sustain. I'm gonna opt for probably... So 1, 2. I can tack on Silver Wolf, which is the 3rd frontline unit. And maybe a 4th one being Hyacinth for good sustain. Or if I want to go shield. No, but Ho-Ho is heal, so double heal might be better. Alright, so Hyacinth is going to be in the front as well. That's going to be my build. It's Amethyst Gold, though, so I don't really even need to strategize. This is going to be easy enough that I can clear it with some random team. As long as Silver Wolf's in it. It is what it is. Okay, so we are going for Shinjo, right? So let's pick this up. I don't even know if there was one in the first round. I feel like I just washed myself. Let me put this off here. We don't need Acron, so I'm going to sell her. Good enough. Level 4. Break Emblem. Huh. Nope. Nope. Gain 2 pieces of random basic equipment. Josh from the other equipment is the same quality. Gain 2 pieces of random basic equipment. I do like the idea of being able to switch equipments whenever I like, but I'm gonna go with the Break Emblem for 2 reasons. One is because I never had this one, but also the second reason because I actually do need emblems. If I want to complete Shenjo's, I'm gonna have to pray that this transforms into one that I actually want. Because you only get so many furnaces, so hopefully it goes in the direction that I'm expecting it to. No promises though, so. For now, we're gonna worry about getting a skill point. That's not in here right now, so we'll ignore that. I don't think we need this. I'll keep Elation on as just an extra. Inhibitor Lune making a comeback in currency war only. He's not going anywhere. Oh, we've got it, the Lightning Lord. Okay, that's pretty fast. The Bellobog is also an option, but I think it's more consistent just to burn everything. Really? Okay, some damage was ticking through. Again, I'm not going to make any purchases unless I absolutely have to. I'd rather put my points into experience. Just to get the higher level. But because I already have a slot open on the team, I don't need the experience urgently. So we'll keep the gold until we stack up interest. Why do you spam an attack after you're already dead? Oh, I can't just... Okay, how many actually live that? No one. Good. I still get shocked though. This is where it gets tricky. Okay, so I need the skill point, right? So Momentum Edge is something that I want to get right away. So should I go for the drill? But there's also a chance that I'll find a gem in the next one. So should I just take the gamble? That's unfortunate. So I'll just go for the batch armor and take the Silver Wolf with it. That's gonna be my take. I also got Hold to the next level. That's good. So we'll do this. This is currently on break. We obviously don't want that, but I don't want to use the furnace unless it's absolutely necessary. This doesn't give us anything good. At least not yet. I mean, I guess a Nalsgia's chip is technically... Press the shield to them, giving 15% damage mitigation for 2 turns. This is pretty useful. But I also know that I want to get the Ring of Life, which is good. Okay, there's a few things that I think Ho-Ho needs to give. Caloric Overload is absolutely a must if I want her to be a viable sustain. And then Anglea's Chip is probably the other one, and the Ring of Life is the last one, so I'll go in that order. But I do need other items, not just this current one. Okay, let's go for... Actually, no, I'm going to keep the interest going. So, just go into the next battle. I was gonna put some points of experience already. I realized that would be a foolish move to make. But then again, it's Amethyst Gold. It's not that high difficulty. I don't need to make extensive planning for that. Target this one. I like how after all the elite mobs get taken out, a little wolf comes out. Alright, okay. Appreciate the effort. This gets me to level 5. I keep the interest going and free up another slot. Can I get a... Okay, sure. Only a basic equipment, huh? Alright. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to do that. But that's fine. We'll get full refunds on that one. As long as it's not one start up, we're okay. I don't like these new mobs. They're a pain in the butt to fight. Okay. See, Ho-Ho's lack of sustain is really showing. It's not going to do anything until that gauge fills. I don't even know what that gauge is. Is that every time we take turns? Or how does it work? Okay, now he splits. We get action. Advance. I have to remember to save at least one skill point for Silver Wolf next time. Otherwise, we're running on empty. And they split again. This is the reason why I don't like this the new type of enemy. Okay, I can freely use my ult here. Nice. And we get more splitters. Yay! Good damage though. Nice. GG. Excellent damage. Silver Wolf is just absolutely busted in Currency Wars right now. She gets nerfed. That's gonna be painful. Do I want to pick up Hyacinth right now? Maybe, because I am going to say Ho-Ho is a little bit lacking in terms of regen, but I'm okay. Don't need Face Shell, that's for sure. Okay, for a second, I don't know why. I was like, wait a second, am I not collecting Shenjo characters? And then I think, wait, isn't Fei Xiao Shenjo? And then I check again. She's not on the list. Oddly enough, I don't know why, but you know what? Thank God I didn't make a mistake just there. I had Shenjo marked too, so I didn't even need to second guess myself. No, I don't want the body armor right away. Okay, you know what? I'll grab it. I do need the other life one though as well. We need energy with that one. No one else here to pick up, so just keep going. We still have a slot open, so in case I get a new character, I can put them in immediately. Wait a second, I say that if I get a new character, I can put them in, and then I forget to put in Hyacinth. So, I guess oversight on my end there. Beautiful, we do like that. No, I'm not picking up every edition character, just the ones that we care about. Very nice. Okay, now if I had a projector right now, that would be perfect, so I can just fuse this into a 4-star immediately. So we don't need any other glaze and glade chips. I don't know if I want to keep the body armor or if I should just re-roll this break. Okay, we're going into the fight, so I'll put Hyacinth on right now. Just so we have some actual sustain. Flower of Life is good. We do have that now. What is the one that heals right away? Caloric Overload. We don't have a battery, unfortunately. I'm tempted to get the skates, though, because I want Yelwang to act faster. It's probably more worth it for this one. We will use this here. Whoops. I'm actually gonna give it to Hyacinth. Just because she's a better healer. Just because she's a better healer overall. No hate on Woho, but we gotta go with what's good. Do we even have good mental sprites for... Not really, right? And I'm thinking Perpetual Engine for Hyacinth would be good as well. Just because Hyacinth has an issue where her speed isn't very quick at the very beginning. So I need her to just ult to get Eco on the field. Okay, phase 2. Easy enough. Lightning Lord's doing work as well, so... Damage boost on Hyacinth. Yeah, little Ika's just doing all the work right now. Now we can do this. This should finish it off right here. Yeah. Oof. Oof, that damage is high. Okay, we like that. No one else here to grab. So let's see. Are you serious, man? What do I need that much armor for? There's not even a tank on this. Oh man, that is really bad. I hope one of the strategies allow me to re-roll these items, because otherwise... Oh, that's troublesome. Okay. I'm gonna go for a level so we have one extra slot. And also because when I do the next battle, I'll get new characters with a higher chance for blue. I need the last upgrade for Silver Wolf. That means I actually need a few boundaries instead of the armor that I'm getting. Alright. Nice. Yeah, probably pretty much gets solved as soon as Silver Wolf gets her ult. Ooh. They're really testing me, huh? Okay, so I don't need that for sure. Oh, man. Okay. If I wanted to build a Galaxy Ranger, I would have kept Acheron. So, probably not going to be on that team. I know the... Okay, I don't need the Express Cohort Emblem, but I do need the Downtime Biberlune. I don't need the Evanescia, so the Elation Emblem kind of phases out for this one. Synthesizing a 2-star, 2-cost character, obtain 1 adventuring. Listen, if I was building Shield, that would be good as well. But I'm gonna unfortunately have to go this one. Neither of the 2 emblems are what I need. But then again, when do we ever get what we need, right? Should I just roll it? Because I didn't get the strategy for it. Should I re-roll this? And the body armor builds into Bellowbog characters, not Shenjo characters. I'm pretty sure Shenjo requires boots, right? Oh no, it's knife. It's blade. Okay. Okay, we got Cosmic Stellar. We got Galactic Voyager. All right. Not the best reroll I've seen.
じゃう一層体ごっこしましょう。ナイスヒーリング。見てて。あら残念。大凶よ。バイバイ。この札で書店を見尽くさん。幸があらんことを承服。これでよし。
Alright, 144. That's good enough. I don't actually need to do any more than this. Goodbye.
次はガチ部屋でボーナスステージ。
Yeah, no, that's an instant delete button. Nice. Okay. I don't need another batch armor. No gem either. I do need the photon cell, but I don't need both of them. I do need the folding knife as well, but the roller skates is more important. You know what? Screw it. This one gives me both what I need, so I'll just go for this one. In the back we go. Wait, Shenjo? No. Okay, interesting. Some characters that should be in the Shenjo is not in the Shenjo. That's really amusing in their own right. Okay. I also need to remember to level up as well. I need to put some gold into XP because I need to open up a slot for the next character.
緊張は不要だ。
最強だ。オーバードライブ。再び舞いましょう。
I mean, this would have been great for a break team as well.
この札で書店を見尽くさん。あら残念。大凶よ。バイバイ。
It's funny because they would put Yaoguang in the Shenjo, but Jinryu isn't, and neither is Fei Xiao. So you have basically characters from the Shenjo, originates from the Shenjo, but they're not a part of the team comp. Or the bond. So that's kind of weird. But who am I to judge? This game has made some very interesting choices in their design. Unlock level 999, Silver Wolf. Congratulations, sir. She is an absolute menace right now in the meta. I actually feel conflicted with her, believe it or not. The reason for that is because the meta changes so quickly that I feel like every time I get a character, it just phases out. Oh god, way too quickly, if that makes any sense. So characters that I've put a lot of effort into investing just ends up getting sent to the back. Well, they're not completely phased out, but they're, you know, weaker by comparison. It's a mixed feeling. I've done that much XP in, so the next time I clear this, I'll get a level up. Yep, that's good. Alright, good enough. I can end it here. I don't need max stats, just enough for her to trigger her extra charge. Good damage overall. I really need to leave some wiggle room for myself. Not having skill points is an issue. Yeah. Nice. Okay, we're starting to see the difficulty ramp up a little bit, but I think in Plane 3 is going to be where we see the most action. That being said, I don't have a strategy to fix these body armors. I don't actually need them. So that's going to be a problem of its own kind. Please tell me. Okay, we do have a photon cell now. I think that's the most useful one out of them all, so I do want to pick that one up. Because I need to give Hyacinth a perpetual engine, so she can ult as soon as the fight begins. Otherwise, I feel like her speed is an issue in this. Doesn't get to act right away. Honestly, I don't think I even need this, but I'll pick it up anyways. I won't be able to 3-star him, I don't think, so anything else is sort of a luxury to have. Am I missing anyone in the lower tiers of Shenzhou? I'm not, right? So I can go straight into purple. I think I'm going to start upgrading. Because hanging out in the lower section just means I won't be able to get to the XP that's needed to have more high-end characters show up. I need purple now. This new boss is actually creepy. In the horror factory, we have creepy bosses before, like one of the ones from Notorious. But that's just like creep factor to the max. Like it's a weird design. But this one is horror. At least from the ult perspective. Whenever she ults. Good damage. I think I'll transform. Or not, because I don't get a chance to transform. Okay. I will do that. Oh, she acts before Dawn Hunt. Okay. Right, this is her extra turn. Okay, that makes sense. We got 21 million. Pretty good damage. She is getting a lot of elation. Free damage. I won't say no to. I'll leave one skill point left over. Actually, no, I'll use it all. The tool that I picked up. Yep. We'll get skill points back. So. We can still act before this. I mean, I don't need to wait anymore, right? I can just pull out Little Nico. Yeah, I'll just use it now. No point in stalling. Uses is also on point. Okay. Beautiful. Alright. On to Plane 3. Please let the last strategy allow me to choose characters. Okay. Boots. Okay, almost screwed that up. I meant to combine it into the anti-grav boots. The Photon Cell I can get right now, actually. Let me combine these two into Perpetual Engine and give it to Hyacinth. No one else can be used here, so we'll just keep going. Oh yeah, I forget that I can just ult.
緊張は不要だ。
あら残念、大凶よ。これでよし。次はガチ部屋で。この札で書店を見尽くさん。幸があらんことを承服。見てて。ボーナスステージ。ボーナスステージ。再び舞いましょう。ボーナスステージ。再び舞いましょう。
健康のあら健康のあら
This is good. This one's really good. This solves the issue with my body armor, so just do that, do that, do that, do that. We just get good fortune tokens, right? So we can get... I want to get anti-grav boots for her as well. Okay. If we get the last one, I'll give it to her, but otherwise I'm going to use the high-frequency chainsaw. Yep. It's the last one. Perfect. I'll keep the last good one for what's to come. Also, I need to hit level 8 ASAP, because otherwise my initial investment is going to waste. Let's get our health up. Oh, I'm already level 8. Actually, I just realized that. I don't need Ring of Life. Pun Generator would be a good option. For who, though? can't think of anyone. Let me re-roll this. See if we can go. Charging Sail, Fist of Fury. Charging Sail might be a good option. We can sell this. Gain 12 experience when entering the next 3 nodes. Yeah, I'm getting experience slowly, but considering how I haven't found any of the other purple characters, this is a little bit rough. Oh, never mind. The chat overlay does work, it's just all sent to the back. I need to bring the chat up a bit. Playing TFT, I guess? Listen, I just need one more, and then I'm done. I don't need to play this again until they raise the cap. E6 from Tosaka? I mean, there's been rumors that Tosaka and Archer, sorry, not Archer, what's his name? Gilgamesh? In upcoming, like, 4.5? There's no confirmation just yet, but if those two are in fact the characters, maybe. Maybe. No guarantees yet. Mainly because even if we do end up getting the two of them, chances are it's going to end up becoming a long-term banner as well. Kind of like what we have right now. Which character embodies you personally? Adventuring? I'm addicted to gambling in gacha, so, you know, I feel like that's me. But unlike him, I lose all the time. So I embody his vision, I don't embody his luck. Nice. Random base equipment. I don't mind that actually. That might actually be pretty good. Okay, we can finally get Silverwolf to 5-star. I want to say we have... How have we not found the last two purple characters, let alone like the gold character? Hello. This is really taking a long time. What are you guys doing on this weekend? I saw no message about badminton this week. $143. That's good enough. Are you just watching Ultimate Moves? What's the gameplay? This is the gameplay. Casting ultimates every like half of a second is essentially the gameplay now. Welcome to the new meta. But yeah, no, I was... Did I not mention when I was in the back? I guess in that case, yeah, we probably go back starting next week. I'm still trying to adjust through the jet lag, so there might be a bit of an issue there, but other than that, I'm ready to head back. Let's just say time in the eastern area of the world has really shown me how active people can be. How bad is the jet lag? Kind of dead tired after about 6 p.m. So there are times when I just crash after 6 p.m. and then I wake up around like 9. Okay, this is actually the most difficult fight that I have partaken in so far. It's taking a long time. What's going on? Hello. Again, I chose a 3-star, but come on. Okay, 500 million damage later, we finally took down the fight. It could get a lot worse on the higher difficulty. Yep. Well, it doesn't really matter how I merge this, right? Because it just becomes a good fortune token, so... How have I... What is this? I have a... Okay, no, I guess that makes sense. I have an 18% chance for the default gray characters to show up, and I get 2 of them, but I don't see a single purple. Really? Probability is about as correct as my my gacha luck. I don't need my ult, do I? Yeah. Alright. It's time for the boss. I'm going to spend everything here to level up. Okay, I still get purples and I still get grays, but none of them are what I need. Okay, so not this, not this. Let's put that aside. Ooh, Star Sever Blade might be what I need here. What do we think? Just pay to win? It's already pay to win. You have no idea how much how pay to win this game already is. Firestorm. Okay, you know what? I'll go for Star Cleaver Blade. Unfortunately, I thought I was going to be able to get something with good crits or good lucky strike rates. I only have 35%, but none of these give lucky crit, so we'll go for Star Cleaver Blade for this one. How much are you paid to win? Nothing. I'm not paid to win. I have to pay just to win. Alright, we get all 3. It's time to reroll, I think. Let's refresh 4. How? How am I getting like 2-star characters I need, but not the 4 stars? Or not the gray. Or, sorry, not the purple characters. So how much have you paid? Do you want to know how much I spent on this character alone? Like, just investing? It's an amount that's unhealthy. 2G. Okay, no, seriously. Do they just not show up? No, they should show up, right? Oh. Oh, I'm not going to divulge that information. Trust me, it's better that you are not aware. It's better if no one is fully aware of the amount. At one point, I scared to look. I did find out eventually, though, after doing a credit card audit. Okay, no, not that crazy. We have gotten through so many. How has the Shanjo characters not showed up once? What? Am I tripping, or do they just not exist unless I unlock them as expert characters? There's no way I've gone through that many and have not seen them, right? Because that's crazy. Oh, finally! What? So they do exist. They're not just out of existence. My god! Okay. I guess that's, interesting. So we need Ring of Life, I guess, for her. And then... Oh my god, that is crazy. The fact that it took so long. And there's 2 more characters still. Should I just level up first? Okay. I don't actually play TFT, no. I think I quit the game around the time TFT came out. I couldn't get behind it. Okay. Well, I'm almost out of coins. For the amount of rerolls that I went through, you'd think I had a better chance at getting what I needed, but... Oh boy, this is a disappointment. Oh, this is a disappointment. Come on. Can't even get a 1-star out of this. Okay. What are my odds? So, I probably won't be able to get Yao Guang. Actually, I don't really care about Yanhan. I could just drop this. Maybe if I'm lucky, I'll find Silver Wolf one more time. Oh, there's Jin Yuan. Okay, so can I just drop everything and go for him instead then? Because at least we'll complete 7 Shenzhou characters. I won't be able to find the last one, unfortunately, because I don't have any more coins. Because this game is... this game absolutely hates me, so... Energy. Should I give it to... I could. Or is it better to use his ult? Okay... You know what? I'll give it to him. And I got debuff instead. Alright, sure. Let's give it to Galactic Voyager. And for debuff, who's a good debuffer? There. Something like that. This is the best I can do for him. For Silver Wolf, I think I'm going to end that off with a Firestorm Surge. And for Jingyuan, I'll give him also no. That's also not that great, but you know what? I'll go for it. Sure. Lightning boots. No, actually, high frequency chainsaw. Let's go. All right, good enough. this should actually end in an instant, if anything. I don't know why I'm going through so much effort.
このかすか雲を払って晴れ渡る空はナイスヒーリング 再び舞いましょう
Great damage.
天下無敵剣を俺に従え
Yep. This will end very quickly. And not even because of Silverwolf.
慌てないで
公敵種に出会ったか泣いてよここへ
Okay.
舞いましょう
Where's my elation? Hello.
タッチキル
I do like the fact that outdated units still play a role just in this universe, in this game mode, that they're still relevant.
この札で書店を見尽くさん
But it has limited utility, so
あら残念大凶よこれでよし
it's not exactly patching out what doesn't work.
次はガチ部屋でボーナスステージ
I know.
本名転換
Immediate reversal. Everyone goes back to full HP. Lovely. Excellent. Silverwolf didn't do as much damage as I thought she would in that fight. Yes, I have maxed, completed this Currency Wars. I don't need to come back to this anymore. So glad I don't have to do this. I want to say it was my favorite game mode until they made the end game absolutely horrible to play. A single battle on Wealth Creator 35 plus is, I don't know, 20 to 25 minutes. I really don't, like, there's a limit to what you are willing to do, and sitting there watching the animations for 20 to 25 minutes for a single battle, it's just not it. It's not optimized for that. Okay. We are gonna head to... Okay, so I know the title was misleading, so I finished Currency War now. I don't need to come back to this anymore. And finally head over to the Divergent Universe, as the title suggested, because I didn't do it. There is currently a, what, 80 level? No, 60 levels out. I'm 26 right now. But this could get very difficult. I'm currently on... What is it? Extrapolation? No, Protocol 4. So, entering... From this point, I think the difficulty just spikes. So the enemy's getting really difficult for... Cringe. What does this do again? For every domain... No, I think I'm gonna go for Gladiator. This was the easiest one to understand and comprehend. So I will opt for this. I don't want to use my brain. I won't use the beanie here because I'm guaranteed. Oh wait, no. What am I? That's. I'm actually stupid for doing this. I used the battle skills or the techniques of the two characters that I basically was gonna wipe the enemies off with anyways. So I don't know why I just did that. That was dumb. Well, that was a waste. Let's see. Touches. Oh, that's good. But I have a chance of ending up. This could work against me if I don't play my cards right. Another one. Okay. That's amazing. I just need to avoid accidentally removing one of my domains. So I gotta play this a little bit careful now. I don't believe I can one-shot him, because he is an elite. Never mind, he was one-shottable. I wasted my skills again. Why do I keep doing that? Okay, I'll take this one. Decrease cosmic consumed for overriding equations by 100%. Okay, this one is okay. Because I don't need to rewrite that much. Greatly increased the probability of currents containing combat options appearing in every. I don't like that one. Reduce the number of battles. For every 3 battles completed, 1 item would be free. I guess this would be good, because it reduces it to 2. And it's the Trotter domain, so we'll take this. This one isn't an issue. Right. We should be able to break through this one. Why did they get to act so quickly again? I don't remember. They acted like... Oh, wait, no. They didn't actually take action. My bad. Hopefully this is enough. Nice. Okay, to an extent it was. Wait, is this the healing one? Oh, it is. I'll keep a few on hand for me. Okay, yeah. Oh, this is the healing one. What was the last one then? Just ult. Just ult. Oh yeah? How so? Regenerate? I prefer this one. Increased number of weighted carriers is going to be equipped by 1. You may increase the level of 1 random adventure domain by 1. Take 50 cosmic for I like this one actually a little bit more. That is assuming I go to a forge though. Replace all combat domains with elite domains. When entering combat or elite domains, there's a 10% chance to receive 1 absolute failure prescription. I don't know if I want that. I don't know if I want that. This one is good in the later half of the game, so we'll take that. I don't know if I'm up against the boss now, so I'll be mindful of what happens here. Touches 1 random beacon on 3 random combat or elite domains. But 2 of them already have... yeah. Okay, wait. What? I thought I... Oh, yeah, no. 2 of them already have it. Okay, so... Does that make sense? Or attach random beacon on 3 random combat or... But I don't want it to overwrite the ones that I already have. What's disaster relief? In this domain, you can consume cosmic fragments to delete a designated domain card. Oh. Is there anything I want to delete, though? I don't think so. Oh, I guess aberration would be one of them. Increase the level of 2 random domains by 1. Yeah, let's go with this. If I do enter Forge, it'll make sense. I have another leaf right here. I want to be able to increase the level of my domains ASAP. So the more combat that I do, the easier I can get these buffs.
邪魔する気人はこの札で書店を見尽くさんあら残念代表よこれでよし
Fights themselves are fairly easy. This one isn't very good. This isn't gonna even level me up, is it? Oh, we can go to the store now because we do have 4 of them maxed out. Good call. I completely forgot about the effect of my character. Definitely take that. Additional 5. Okay, that's huge. If it increases max HP by 20% after 23 battles with rotten fruit. Characters will resist all effects that cause them to be inflicted with crowd control debuffs every time they resist debuff. Interesting. Okay. Why would I want this? After entering occurrence domain, 1 occurrences will appear. This cure is destroyed after this effect is triggered one time. Your occurrences domain will only... Is that good? Isn't that a worse fate? Fascinating. Okay, what was this again? You'll randomly obtain 3 items from the curio store and lose this curio. The curio store will then disappear from the current store domain. Why a trash can? I feel like this embodies my playstyle the best. Also, the main character in this game absolutely adores trash cans. Okay, I don't think I will ever need to use this, because this is actually the worst outcome I would have. It's not beneficial to my perk. I get free items, so why would I remove the source of those free items? It makes no sense. This is free, so I will take that. It's attacked by different ally targets, increased damage. Okay, this one's good. Target dealt is good. Increased speed is obviously good. Attack penetration is good. And that's about it. I can't really buy anything else. Just broke. Oh, we are going to the boss fight. Okay. I mean, everything's already capped, so there's nothing else that I can do. Damage? Oh, he still has 3 left. Oh, right, he recovered all his armor. God dang it. I'm surprised he's still alive. Never mind. I was gonna say, he has a lot of health for one of the first bosses. What if they nerf the 2G character? They'll never nerf it, they'll just buff the enemies enough to make it feel like it's nerfed. This one's actually pretty decent. None of these are really that good. I'll take this, but I'll reroll it later. I prefer this more. That's good. Saves me some effort in enhancing. Okay, this is where it's important. So, this one, not that great. The Giant Turtle Beach is actually okay, but this Harmonized one, because we don't have follow-up attack damage, so it's kind of pointless to have. When Alice possession stacks exceed 7, increase ultimate damage by 75 and most range damage by 75. I don't need this. I'm just gonna reroll it. We have the option to freely reroll anyways, so. This one's good. We don't need the DLT calculation, as it's not important. This one's a better option. Okay, we don't need destruction. We don't care about that one. Both are good. I guess we'll stick with the Harmony first, because I want to fill out this one. Yeah, everything seems to be good here. Okay. Don't need to change anything else. I will upgrade everything to do with Elation for now. And then one more that boosts my attack or damage dealt. Either one works. Okay, good enough. Designate. We'll attach one random beacon to a designated domain. Actually, this one might be good. I'm gonna designate the aberration domain and have it change to something else. Ideally, attack. What's the point? You have, I don't even know how many different types of domains there are, and you're telling me I just happened to swap to the exact same one that I just got rid of? I can't even redraw because there's only three left. That's crazy. My luck is actually horrible. Increase crit rate, crit damage is good. What's your ultimate revenue characters by 36%? Yeah, that's what I figured. I'm gonna have to modify that. But it's not convenient for me to modify this right now, so. You know the reason why I was confused about this? Because I don't have enough people chatting to really check the chat box. So what ended up happening was I took a gamble whether the chat appears from top to bottom or from bottom to top. So, you know, now you know why it looks like that, why it looks like it's delayed. Alright, okay, so what do we want to do? This annihilation, this is annihilation. Perfect. So I should be able to remove, right? To designate one domain and increase its level? Absolutely. I'm going to upgrade this one. Oh! Right. I don't have enough cosmic fragments. Dang it! Wait, for the amount of fighting that I have to do, you would think that I get cosmic fragments. Why do I not get them? Oh, this one. I see. That one's on me, I suppose. Attaches one a beacon on random combat or elite. No, I'd rather not. Increases the level of 2 random domains by 1. That one sounds pretty good. Okay, caught up. Elite went up. That's good. I really want the combat domains to level up, though.
楽しいので行こう。吉星交渉。
竜の方向。天地を支える。
人は天命この札で書店を見尽くさん。
What other effects? Wait a second. I didn't check what
ある
these...
残念。大凶よ。
Oh, this one's a shield one. Okay.
バイバイ。 What is that damage? I might need to start looking into damage reduction now. Holy. That basically wiped my entire shield gauge. Yep, there goes my... Okay, I have to kill this thing right here. I nearly lost all my shield gauge again. I'm sorry, get out of here. Decrease allied targets damage taken by 9%. Honestly, I'm starting to be contemplated for it. But I'll stick with dealing more damage for now, because after all, you can't be killed if the enemy or the ones that are trying to hurt you are dead. What is that? What is the one thing that they said it was going to be? The greatest... No. The strongest offense is the greatest defense? Or it could also be said by vice versa. I don't know if this is worthwhile. I'll just pick it up just for the sake of... Increase the ally target's effect hit rate. Plus the buff gun attack increased by 24%. That's good. We got this whole paparazzi team following me. Oh, conversion. Okay, this one may actually get me killed. Ideally, hopefully nothing goes wrong. How do I play this? I think as long as they don't take action, I should be fine. Just force them to be in a standstill. I don't think it's worth it to cast my skill there.
I guess I'll just fully max it then.
次はガチ部屋でボーナスステージボーナスステージ
This is where we get most of our points. Oh, they're still alive. Uh oh. Okay, the damage isn't bad. How do we... I cannot let them live. Because they're all about to take their action, and I think I may just lose. Is he still... Oh, he's the last straggler. Okay. You get to face the full brunt of my entire skill arsenal. There we go. Nice. I get 2 rewards just for that alone. Please let it be worthwhile. Okay, I think this is the best one. Especially considering I do need to start reducing the damage that my team starts taking now. This one's good. After a mask reaches level 12, you gain 1 additional reward when it levels up. Designate 1 domain and obtain 2 duplicates of it. Hence the mask effect. Each of the enemy or above it counts 2. Do I have a... I guess if I get 2 copies of this, that'll be pretty good. What is my mask level right now? I don't actually know what my mask level is. Wait. Oh, level 8. Okay, so if I do get this one, then I guess... Would it be better in the long term? No, I think this is better. I'll duplicate the combat with the Curio Trotter on it. Because it'll be... Yeah, both at level 3. Huge! But why are they showing up in the same one? Want it to be slightly different. But I just realized I may die here. I did not consider the consequence of my action. These trotters reflect damage. Well, not this one, but the next one, I believe. Huge. Actually, not that much damage. I'm surprised. At least not to their own team members. Yeah, this is the enemy that actually reflects damage. So I need to try to take it down without giving it a chance to reflect damage. I need to take it down here and now. I'm gonna burn all my skill points. I don't even care. Please let this be enough. Good. Oh, this one also reflects damage. Uh-oh. I'm gonna ult, and yeah, I'll just delete it. I think this is better. I don't think I need crit rate, but I'll pick it up anyways. Reduce the attack. I guess it is good to just reduce their attack now, huh? Oh, mass level +1 is good. Not a bad setup. Not a bad setup at all. Oh, we have another one. Very nice. By the way, how many do I have right now? I can't even tell. I don't even know how many I have right now. Alright, let's just keep going through combat then. Because I need the store to show up to actually know. How many more? 2 of them are taking revenge. Oh boy. Oh no, this is the healing one. Okay, so the other 2 are taking revenge. We take this opportunity, build up stats. We'll go in the other 2, we're fully ready to just delete them. This is what we're gonna do. Good. Excellent. That's just what I'm gonna do, because it's so much easier. Use allies break effect by 45%. That's pretty good, yeah. When entering combat, receives a random boundary equation. Two random equations that obtain 3 blessings. No, thank you. No, thank you. I max out an occurrence. That's not the greatest. Well, but you know what they say, beggars can't be choosers. Increase the level of 1 designated domain by 1. Increase the level of 2 random domains. I would rather upgrade the domain with my choosing. Oh, we have the elite coming up though. Do I want to upgrade the store? That's a level 1 store. I would rather go into elite and just go to the level 3 store later. Yeah. Oh, so this is the boundary equation, huh? Good enough.
大凶よ。豪華ギフトあった。バイバイ。
Actually, I might not even need a boundary equation for this to work. Yeah. I mean, I guess I did get to the boundary equation first. At 450. When a domain is leveled up, gain one random blessing of 1 to 2 star. I prefer this. See, increase all ally speed by 18%. That is good. This is a gamble. I'm already on stage 13. I'd like to not gamble my chances away. We got our boss here. Okay, second boss. Try to force a play here because I know he acts next, right? I don't want him to deal damage as soon as he enters the battle. Okay, good. Yeah, I'll burn it. Okay. How much did that last hit do? No, this is the only one that's usable. The rest are damage distributed among. No, I think this is better. After an ally's HP and shield increase their effect resistance, that's not very useful. Okay, first of all, let's check if there's any elation. Increase shield effect gain by 30%. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine, because we do actually need to reduce the damage being taken now. I don't actually need this. Delay the action, damage dealt, apply a debuff. This one might be good to go. You know what, I'll take the max HP increase. It helps staying alive. This one, not so much. Effect resistance is next to useless. Okay, speed boost. Good. Increases break damage taken by enemy targets. Increases allies break effect. Okay, that's fine. Okay, yeah, no issues here. Increase speed, reduce their attack or damage by 6%. Not right now, no. I want to focus on dealing more damage for the time being. Increase attack. Increase crit damage, yep. Okay. Best possible setup. Asuka's now level 10. Designate 2 elite domains, increase the level by 2. I do have 2 domains, yes? I do have 2 elites. One of them will turn into level 5, so... The other one starts level 3. Okay, I was right. The store... Okay. I don't want to have the store and the combat in the same pile, though. Because that would mean I'm kind of leaving it, letting it go, if that makes sense. Especially not at level 4, so I'd rather redraw this. The store gets to keep... Yeah, the store gets to stay. The combat gets to go. Right? Designate 2 elite domains, increasing the level by 2. Again? One sword domain with a level 2 higher than the current. I can't fully use this because there's only one elite domain that can upgrade to level 2 or level 5. No. It's level 5 random domains by 1. Sure. Okay, combat domain went to 4, store domain went up to 4. And that's actually the store domain I'm in right now, right? Chance to gain 1 random escalate type domains and discard this curio. Sure. Attach a curio trotter. Attach one or blessing trotter beacon to one designated combat domain. I mean, I kind of have to. Increase all this bizarre damage. No, not that useful. Lost level 3, that's fine. If you possess 10 cosmic fragments or fewer. This is an insurance case, that's good. First, no, that's not good. Increasing the target's attack by 20%. I'm going to obtain 3 curios from the path with the most blessings in possession. I don't know if I want that. Wait, it's zero cost for me to do it anyways, right? So why not take it, right? Okay, these are all pretty good, so I won't change any elations. Screwlum, do you have anything good for me? HP restored by 12%, sure. Additionally, trigger 1 instance of Deocap. I don't need that, but I'm gonna recycle that one. That's good. Okay, the rest are insequential. Alright, let's get out of here. Forge. Or we could go combat. Why is it a level 1 though? Unfortunate. Can I check some things? Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. Okay.
楽しいので行こう。ジャウン一層。
天地を支える。
火花の終わりが来るまで踊っちゃおう。
このまま行こう。竜の方向。
Ooh, almost got my ult back up. What is he gonna transform into? Not nearly enough health, I'll tell you that much.
まったり行こう。オーバードライブ。火花を
Okay, they're starting to get really tanky.
あら残念。代表よ。豪華ギフトあった。バイバイ。 次はガチ部屋でボーナスステージ。
I just realized how broken this is against the barrier trotter, because it shields you for like 20 hits, but I basically spread out 100 hits in my enhanced auto attack, so it's kind of stupid. Nice. Okay, we have the 2 combats. I mean, yeah. Okay. This will be... Oh, taking revenge. Oh no. This is not really good. Okay, we do take reduced damage now, thankfully. So it's not crazy. I mean, it's still pretty crazy if you think about it. Yeah, we're just gonna go in ult mode. I don't think that's enough to take down the trotter. Okay, thank God. Yes, a trash can. Welcome aboard. Favorite entity of HSR. Both a meme and a respectable companion. These are all pretty bad. Sure. You know what? could use survivability right now. Gain 1 blessing of fun start rarity from 3 different paths. Consume skill points, regenerate 2 energy. I don't need that. I'm definitely gonna change that on out. Oh, we got the edge expand. Okay, interesting. Huh. Expanded 3-star equation for all characters' ultimates and increase the damage they deal by 25%. That is pretty good. That is assuming I have a 3-star equation. I mean, I have a 4-star. I don't think that's the same though. Trailblazer. Don't worry. I'm pretty sure even if they found me, they prefer the golden version better. I'm but a measly silver trash can. Accumulated free store items by 4. Instantly immediately raise all store domains level by 1. Sure, this one seems pretty good. Waypoint paths? Okay, this is kind of interesting. I don't know how this is going to work. You get both Blessing Trotters and Curio Trotters. Oh, what? What was that? What was the flatbread for? What was that? And domain self-load. Oh, okay, I see. Well, at least none of these here are, like, broken. Like the Taking Revenge Trotters. Do you really have E6? Yes. Oh my god, wait, 200 Lation stack. Okay. Man, we cannot compare Elation to the day when it was originally there. Back when Simulated Universe first came out, Elation was probably identified by its follow-up attacks. That was how it was. That was how it worked. All the way until, I guess, now patch 4, we finally have the true definition for Elation. It's its own thing. It's not even follow-up. It has nothing to do with follow-up. I just thought it from the support. Can't believe seeing a whale doing a live stream. I'm selective with how I choose to pull in this game, so I wouldn't really say a whale, but definitely dolphin. Yeah. Someone in my friend group told me to stop pretending to be stop pretending that I'm not a whale. But I'll insist until I'll take it to my grave. Lower than 50% increase your damage. I don't think I'm ever gonna need to use this. I'll probably re-roll it as something else. Increase the allied target's ultimate crit damage. Sure. It's gotten to the point where, okay. Oh boy. Sure. You know, hey, I think that's all the recursive codes, right? This is the first time I've actually ever obtained this. When entering combat, increases the allies' defense, attack, and max HP by 35%. After attacking, deal additional damage with 300%. Wow. Increase your max HP by 25%. Delays the enemy target action. Increase the allies' break effect by 30%. Sure. I've gotten to the point where I think I have almost every single blessing required in this. And yet I still haven't finished the very last equation. How many pulls for the E6? No, it's not about luck. In fact, it's actually, I was actually a bit unluckier than you would typically have. So, I actually did the math here. I counted, it was about 500 and, was it 588 pulls? Let me check. No, 639 pulls for E6. But on average, it was a 58 pull for 5 stars. So every 58 pulls or so, I got 1 5-star. The reason why I say I was unlucky was because I actually lost 4 of the 7 50/50s. Lost twice to Blade, once to Fushren, and once to the Silver Wolf level 99 version. Increase the level of 2 random blades by sure. At this point, I'm already at the end, so it doesn't really matter if I increase it any further. I do want to be able to reset some of my blessings. So let's do that first. I don't need this. Hopefully something in Elation would be good. Can do harmonized damage, that's not bad. I don't need this either. Charges bring 300 pulls. Yeah, but you're including your S1 in that as well. I lost my when I pulled for E1 S1, I actually immediately lost my first 75-25 on the light cone. I lost it to Japar's light cone, sorry. And then yeah, I have to spend more just to get the light cone that I needed. And then after that, I slowly got the E5 and E6 on the second day. And then I went for the S5, I think, on the 3rd and 4th day. So it was over a span of time. Damage, that's not good. I need to swap out. Shield effect is still useful. Defense is still good. What is the... Okay, yeah, definitely don't need this. Please give me something in the... Sure, why not? At this point, I just needed the equation expanded so I can take advantage of everything. Increase the crit damage by 2%. Sure, that's good as well. Reduce the target's attack. I don't care about that. We want to have maximum damage output at this point. Speed is good, actually. Max HP, shield effects. I don't think we're gonna have issues. Restore energy, grants an ally shield. Not really necessary. Just overall damage output would be nice. Sure. Okay, that's good enough. Let's see what Screwworm has to offer us. Still waiting for Screwworm playable, by the way. But we're gonna have to look into Blade first. Although I guess Evanesia is coming up in the second half of the banner. I don't know if anyone's gonna pull for her though. She's kind of stuck in a pretty awkward spot, considering we have the new version of Blade coming in the next patch, and the anniversary Silver Wolf basically before Evanesia. So again, she's kind of stuck in a awkward position. Okay. Sure. At this point, I'm just gonna buy everything. Where is... That's good. You started when Cerebra came out, but already lost 57 times out of 9. Wow. Yeah, no, sometimes you really do feel like the game drives you to either spend because your luck is poor or because you make the wrong decision. It's to the point where even I question myself why I continue to play this. To be fair though, to give credit where credit is due, the story in HSR is definitely compelling. So, as someone who's played Honkai Impact 3rd, back when Hoyoverse was just MiHoYo, that was the joy. That was the fun of it. But now it's no joke when we talk about power creeping, because it's been a major issue in HSR for a long time now, but it's become even more severe recently. And I'll show you something that'll put things into perspective in a moment. But let me clear out this boss so it stops being the pain. We should have... yeah, that's good enough for... 248. Yeah, that's good enough. I want to make sure that I'm over 180 stacks for Silver Wolf before I use her ult. It's just beneficial that way. She gets another turn after this. She gets another turn after this. Okay. Well, I'm gonna use it now. No point. Okay, alright. Just delete him with 211 million damage. Sure. I should have ulted sooner than if I knew that was going to be the case, I should have ulted sooner. Alright, we're on Protocol 5 now. I'm severely hesitant to comment on Himiko's well-being, knowing that Shoji is the one that's currently orchestrating the plot for Penacony as well. Or, sorry, not Penacony, Planicadia, so... I sincerely hope that she gets a happy ending. We all walk away from, this arc happy. Because while I like to think that Amphorius wrapped up on a bittersweet note, it's not enough to justify the same ending or the same outcome for Cyrene or Elysia if you're from Honkai Impact 3rd. The same goes here. I want to believe that we'll get a different ending as opposed to the one that we're familiar with from Honkai Impact 3rd. Like, they don't have to keep the tradition. They don't have to make the whole ending all the same for every single arc. So hopefully, Shoji has a change of heart and we get to see some actual happy ending and not just some lip service from the man who basically said we'll have a fun and enjoyable time in pretty much every single arc since Penacony. But anyways, I said I was going to show you something that'll put the power creep into perspective. So this is... Actually, I can't see it here, can I? Or can I see it here? Yeah, I can. Okay. It is this one. Oh, it actually won't show me the individual points. So I have to go there. I have to actually visit. So this one was about to becoming a new form also happy ending, right? Yeah. No, absolutely. We do not speak of anything but happy endings. So this is the two teams that I used to run for APOC. But the problem here is that yes, we have an E6S5 Silver Wolf, an E2S1 Sparksea, and an E2S1 Yao Guang. And I think Donhan PT is also E1. Okay, E1 S1. So, pretty stacked team, you would think, right? And we're getting a score here, at least being demonstrated, with 39-31. So, with a stacked team like this, your average, your typical reaction is like, oh, okay, that makes sense. You know, this is a completely like overpowered team, you know, built for the meta, actually doing major damage. Until you realize what team is on the second side. This is an E6 S5 Phynon, an E6 S5 Cyrene, an E2 S1 Sunday, and an E2 S1 Ceredra. So, pretty much the best possible team from Amphorius. And it got a lower score than the new meta. Honestly, at this point, it's just depressing what to think about. We're not going to even talk about like older units. Prime example being Castorus. Yeah, so there's been, obviously, okay, so I've been playing since patch 1.0, since the very beginning of the game. So there have been several patches where I've decided to make, let's call it financially irresponsible investments. One of the very first E6 I've gotten was the Imbibitor Lunae. This was the very first E6. And during the time that this character was out, he was very strong for basically clearing almost every single content, right? Up until I think around Acheron's patch, and that's when I swapped to the second E6. This is essentially the next powerhouse of that time. Also, she brought about something that basically no other character has, which was insta-killing any mob on the map. So it's essentially two birds in stone. And then Acheron fell off as well, because you needed extremely well-rounded supports for her sake, just to continuously apply debuffs for her ult to actually activate. So the next investment was in Fei Xiao. And I don't even want to talk about this. She completely fell off. Like, it's not even funny how little she does. Her damage is actually peanut damage now at this point. So this is actually a pretty bad investment, I would say. But everything else was good for their time. And then came Phynon, I think, right? This is the next one, Cyrene, and now finally Silverwolf. So there's been investments in certain categories. But shockingly, I never got Castorus Eidolon. Sealy, yeah, actually, Sealy being a better character DPS than Fei Xiao is... Well, Sealy being better than Fei Xiao, being better than Acheron, being better than Imbibitor Lunae now is just crazy. Until, I guess, though, when they want to choose to do a Nova Flare, I guess. Blade... I don't think Blade's gotten a Nova Flare. Correct me. No, he did, actually. He was one of the very first to get a Nova Flare. They corrected his split stats on his skills, I think. But still, with the new Blade upcoming, I don't know how much longer he's going to be relevant for. I'm still waiting for the Bronya update. I mean, I guess we got a Silverwolf update, but Bronya being the main, I guess the theoretical best support for her time in the standard banner, I feel like she deserves a bit more love from the devs. Though Welt is now canonically the best support from the standard units now. Thanks to his Nova Flare. Okay, 20. Wait, did I not rank up? Well, not enough for my self-modeling resin, I guess. Yunqing? I think it's to do with his popularity back in his initial appearance, because he was possibly the worst unit you can get in the original banner, like in the state that it was, right? If you lost your 50-50, the best character to lose to was Bronya. The worst character to lose to was Yunqing. And I think over the years of, you know, his lack of improvement and still being a possibility to lose the 50-50 to, right? The continuous tension on him now give him a bad rep. So anytime when we think about Yanqing is yeah, that comes up. Actually, funny enough, in the Japanese audio or the voice actress or slash actors, Yanqing is voiced by the exact same person as Alicia. Or Cyrene. Where is he? Where did I put him on my list? I know my friend built him for me just for fun. He is at... Oh my god, I forget that I actually have him E6. That's right. I lost him so many times to the point where I have maxed him. But my friend actually did build him for me. And that was funny to see him actually work on the character. Is he actually hogging my relics right now? Ah, some of them. I don't think anyone from the Ice team still uses this set. Even Madame Herda changed. Oh, speaking of, she also fell off very quickly as well. Despite the fact being the very first unit in 3.0, she fell off very quickly as soon as Aglaya came out. She wasn't a bad unit, but just really, really faded out after it. Yeah, absolutely. Welt is the best option for the standard. But back then, when you wanted to lose to a standard unit, you picked Bromia. That was the one you wanted to lose to. Well, Welt was okay back then, but I think his one of his major issues was his utility relies entirely on his ultimate. Like, that was his niche, to send people into imprisonment and drop their action values by 20%. Can't even see him on my list anymore. But now he has a lot more going for him. His E4, if you've seen what his original E6 did, this was actually crazy. Because the fact is, you can actually see it. Also not lost 50-50 and have her only Welt E2 now. And you know what? That's fine now, because Bronia hasn't been upgraded in a while, and Welt E2 is probably your better option as a support now. This was a crazy adjustment. This was his original E6. When using your skill, deals damage 1 extra time. That was it. That was his E6. Compared to what we have now, you know, increased crit rate by 30%, crit damage by 60% for the damage dealt on slowed enemies, which is basically a skill still. It's much more... What's the word for it? Versatile? And now he can also reduce enemies' all-type resistance. Was this an additional 30% or was it always there? Yeah. This didn't feel like an E6 at all. Yeah, but back then it was all about his ultimate. This was it. The brief description, it was delayed their action value by 41.6%. It's still, I would say the base value is now lower, but you can apply it multiple times. Every single time they get hit, they get delayed by 4%. Now, what I'm curious is how this actually works. Because this is every time when the targets in the waitlist state gets attacked, their actions are delayed by 8%. Or, sorry, delayed by 4%. This effect can trigger up to 8 times per target per turn. Okay, so I guess you have to... It's not per hit, right? It's every attack that they suffer, not every hit, I think. Because if it's every hit, then Silverwolf can trigger it immediately, since she deals 100 split damage. The follow-up attack team... I would say the follow-up attack team was always there. It's just that it faded out in the background. It only came back recently thanks to the arrival of Ashvale. Because he is now the, I guess, the best DPS in terms of follow-up. I've actually tried pairing Ashvale with Facial. I can talk about it now because I think it's not important because that was back in the beta. But it actually turned out to be worse than just running Ashvale alone. Okay. Well, my intention is to try to hit Protocol decision making. What? Oh, I'm on Protocol 5 now. What is the max level? X5. Is there... Cogno Cooley will not extinguish after clearing the first plane. Yeah, I guess... So, interestingly enough, I guess Dahlia, even though she is the biggest buff to Firefly, she's technically able to work for any team. Because her entire kit revolves around being able to deal break damage or super break damage without relying on the enemies being broken. Which begs the question, is it still super break damage if the enemy isn't broken? I don't know. But they had to make it viable. So that was their solution. They ran Dahlia. And then Firefly got a rework now as well with Nova Flare. So yeah, Super Break is back on the menu. DOT on the other hand though, and Follow-Up on the other hand, they've just kind of phased out. No longer relevant. DOT had Hysolence, that was it. And it's still not sufficient to clear endgame content right now. So we'll see. Oh boy, this is not a great setup. I guess Fortune Cat is okay. What if I just randomly pick? I don't want to put in too much energy in choosing my perks, so what if I just randomly pick my blessings right now? Would I still be able to clear it? Okay, let's... I'm just gonna keep selecting the ones that have a mark on them. And we'll see how this goes. You know, whether or not I can clear it, we'll find out. Accident insurance power? What? Interesting. Wait, one equation of 2-star rarity. If it gets deleted. Hopefully no negative likes. Nice. How much? I have 181. That's not nearly enough. We'll go well. Silver Wolf 999 team just missed something. She still works well, but kind of uncomfortable, like Casper's without Hyacinth. Yeah, that's exactly it, right? Because she requires a battery like Sparksea to work properly. You either have to have Yelgong or Sparksea. Ideally, you want them both. But on her own, she's just lacking that charge. I don't like that. Actually, I don't like that one bit. Spark C being reduced to being a battery on when she first released, Spark C was also very, very good as a DPS. Now she's not reduced to just a battery. She also deals incredibly high damage as well, so it's not a loss completely. But still. Increase domain, increase the level by 1. I want to say wealth. Oh, like 300 stacks? No wish you can do it in normal endgame. It is entirely possible to do it in normal endgame. It is very much possible. But before I go off and say anything I want to make sure none of the Eidolons that I have actually boosts that. Okay, none of this actually boosts the count. So what I can do is I can give you, or I can demonstrate it in the AA endgame. What is it called again? This is one level lower. Ah, dang it! I don't want to roll that one just in case I accidentally roll into it. So I'll do is leave for now. The trick to getting her to max is you don't want to activate it until you have about 180 stacks, because every single time her default elation skill activates, you get about 50 to 60 stacks. I forget how much you get out of it. It is in her passive, yes. Yeah, gains 15 hidden MMR points. This should be a lot higher, though. I don't know why it's only 15. Hold on. I need to check something. Talent? No. Elation skill. Yeah, okay, so true ending unlocked. If the number of punchline points taken into account when using elation skill is 20 or more, additionally gain 20 hidden MMR points. And if it's 40 or more, then gains 20 more points on top of that. So you can essentially get 25 or even up to 45 hidden MMR, which is our stat count, if you have 40 elation. And that means you need to rely on Spark C to generate that for you. Otherwise, Yao Guang can do the same, but to an extent of her ultimate, which triggers it to have 20 punchlines. It's a bit cheating on my case because I have 40 because of the, I think it was E2. E1. It increases to 40. The buff for her? Let me see. Oh, ally characters getting 6 punchlines at the start of their turn. What I can do is I can equip something completely irrelevant, and we can have this a go. This might be able to offset a little bit from the Yao Guang's buff as well, because she technically has the additional buffs. But the key here is to avoid utilizing the Silver Wolf's ult too early, because she does get buffs based on the stacks of hidden MMR, and if you use it too early, you have to build it up during her God Mode state. But that takes a while longer.
竜の矛竜よ不朽不滅をもって発光をかける。
人はこの札で書店を見尽くさん。
Okay, so this one is a bit of a cheat because it gives me about 45 hidden MMR.
バイバイ。
I like to leave off 2 skill
どれ
points.
がボス？見てて。幸があらんことを承服。豪華にスタート。これでよし。
So we're already at 184. We're gonna wait for 16 more skill points. At this point, I'm just gonna use it. 195, close enough.
ガチ部屋でボーナスステージ。
So at this point, you're going to get a lot of crit damage, and that's kind of the key. About 200. No, sorry, I don't mean it like that. So E6 doesn't benefit in any way for the gains on the MMR. Like, I just checked it. You have none of the Eidolons actually bumps your MMR gain. The only two I would say does play a heavy role here is Yaoguang, which allows you to get 20 more than comparably to the ones that you don't have Eidolons for. And Sparksy's Eidolon, which allows her to act immediately after an elation skill. I would say those two are the only ones that play a role in how quickly I can gain my MMR. But otherwise, none of the Eidolons from Silverwolf actually boost it. So it's still the same concept, if that makes sense. You want to avoid going into her God mode state as before 180 at the very minimum. Ideally past 180 before you enter it. Because I think in her enhanced mode, when you use her elation skill, it gives you less... E1. E1 on Yaoguang allows you to activate Aha Instant with 40 stacks instead of 20 stacks. Which in turn actually indirectly boosts your MMR gain, because at 40 stacks, Silverwolf gets 45 instead of 25 hidden MMR. I can't see it here, but it's here somewhere. Yeah, this one. That would say that is the scam in that department. Although I don't remember what her E2 is. Yeah, this one is just speed and a bit more elation. That's it. Not too much. E2 for Sparksy would be the important one, which means she gets one extra turn immediately after Aha Instant ends. So you can technically build up battery as soon as possible. I might have my friend try this out, actually. He has E0 S1 Silverwolf, along with Yaoguang and Sparksy at E0 S1. So I might have them. I might have him try it out, and I don't know if I'm spouting nonsense or not. This is just theoretical in my head. Maybe by the time you actually build up that stacks, it's already it's almost like cycle 2. I could be wrong. Oh yeah, I already finished this. and move on. Ooh, definitely. What's this? I don't know if I want that. What are the odds, right? Gain 10 for every wealth domain in the deck. Designate one domain to become. I think that's better. You can be brainless now for sure, just auto and pass like what Castris did. Yes and no. A little bit of tandem there. The biggest issue I have with auto is that they will trigger Silverwolf's ult immediately as soon as it becomes available. And to me, that is a waste. Really? Okay, that's probably the best one I'm going to get out of that. Nope. That's also not very good. Oh, man. Okay, I have nothing better to choose, so I'll go with that. Oh, now that I think about it, I probably could have chosen something better after I do that. Oh, are we talking about that event? I'm going to say that China probably, or at least Asia, has the biggest chance of winning. And not maybe because of population density, but I was gonna say more or less because they have people that tries to rig the contest. If we remember the what is it called? The Jade contest, where you can win, I think, 100,000 Jades, right? If you remember that. Most of the winners are from Asia, and that's not because of like luck or anything. It's just statistically they have more participants, quote unquote.
人はこの札で書店を見尽くさん。あら残念、大凶よ。バイバイ。
Wait, I think I might be mistaken. Was it 100,000 or was it 1 million Jades? I'm just gonna ult here. Yeah, we really lose a lot of damage for not waiting until higher stacks. I'm just gonna pick random ones off the list and hope that they work in my favor. I mean, all the blessings do work in your favor, but not some work better than the others. So. Yeah, pretty much after the third golden ball, there was everything else was sort of just for show, if that makes sense. Like, we thought we were getting a lot more than the previous anniversaries, but in reality, it's the same amount. They just come up with other contests that sort of boost that that feeling of reward, I guess. Although what is this? Okay, sorry, I got shocked. This is the first time entering Escapade. Escapade. I should have gotten this verse. Oh wait, no, that's from battle. Never mind. But yeah, any thoughts on the MAPPA animation? Because if this does go through, that means we're gonna see a Honkai Star Rail animation before we even get to see the Genshin animation, which was announced how long ago? Streamer event? No. One of the things that I bear in mind is I don't stream very often, so even if I do stream, very, very rarely will I actively participate in an event. All blessings are so short. Honestly, I'm just going with random ones. Why not? I have to get this at some point. I'm just gonna pick random ones. After 15 turns, increase damage received by all allies by 50. AFK and get reward, nothing to do in the update. Oh, is that how it works? I thought you needed a certain amount of engagement, or at least that was how it works before. My brain just had a fart there for a second. I thought I was changing my my equations. I didn't realize that I was purchasing equations. That was a mistake. Do I even have... I do have... Okay. Just buy everything. What did that do? What's this? Definitely not. I need my cosmic fragments for shopping. Yeah, I figure most streamers are the ones that don't play the game as frequently, or have other means to be engaging with the audience. Usually things like polling for other viewers' accounts, or like checking out stats, characters, builds, things like that. In my case though, I usually just play the game, do the grinds, and that's about it. Especially if it was a long dry patch, then it really becomes nothing. You'll build a team, then get stuck in a stage, AFK for a night to have recourses, then continue until end a boring cycle. Yeah, pretty much. There are times where, you know, not having the right team spec'd for a certain event just ends up burying it in a hatch. Like, if you, let's say that you're someone who's really, really dedicated and you wanted to save all your Jades for the day that, I don't know, one of your favorite characters gets ported over from one of the other Hoyoverse games, and you just basically sit there with, I don't know, like, let's say a character you invested in at the beginning of the game, just so you have some potential to clear content. You're not clearing anything at this point. I mean, yes, Sealy did recently get buffed, but it's still in the gutters. I'm not seeing Sealy being able to clear without, like, top-of-the-line supports. They're like, oh yeah, Sealy's revived, but I'm like, think about it. Since the day Sealy came out, we back then only had Bronya as sort of like the best support to go with her. And now we have essentially Sunday, Remembrance, Trailblazer, Bronya, if we don't need her. Ceridra is now there. So if we don't have dedicated supports for her either going forward, it's still difficult. So yeah, overall it's a bit chaotic, and I would say the power creep here is a lot worse than even some of the other games.
私を止めるの？
Some of us play for the story, some of us play for the nostalgia. One thing I will say, to the credit of Honkai Star Rail though, is that they do come up with good quality of life changes. Make more money? Yeah, I mean, that's what they did for Cyrene, right? They knew that that was going to get them essentially the biggest paycheck. But also, they kind of screwed it up, even while knowing that... Actually, no, it wasn't a complete screw-up, because the people in Asia still bought for her, like, completely sold out for her. But, yeah, like, Finon, like Cyrene, characters that basically got a lot of marketing. The biggest issue for them was that they required a certain composition. They had a certain requirement for them to be viable. Finon had a issue where his stacks were incredibly slow. You needed either Sunday or Cerebra to really work with him. Cyrene also had an issue with her stacking. Yeah, I guess it's just now becoming an ongoing issue. It's not even enough to get a character anymore. You have to get a character and also have the insights to get the characters that go well with them beforehand. Because let's say that someone got really hyped about Silver Wolf, like the 999 version right now, but they didn't have enough insight to get Yao Guang or Sparcy beforehand because they're trying to save, right? And now all of a sudden they got Silver Wolf, but it's not really as strong as they make it out to be. But yeah, like you said, it's an ongoing issue. There really isn't a good fix unless someone else takes the helm. So that begs the question whether or not ZZZ is doing better. I don't play all the Hoyo games, so I dropped Genshin once Sumeru came out. I just couldn't find it in myself to grind every single time on dailies. It just took too long. I just lost my thoughts now. Don't know if I should pull for my favorite, knowing it's gonna kicked out soon, or pull for the meta. It's not going to matter, I'm gonna be honest with you. Either you pull for your favorite because you enjoy seeing them in the game. That's one way to enjoy the game, right? Or if you pull for the meta, it's also to collect content and for you to enjoy the game. So it just comes down to the question: which one would you think you would enjoy more? Seeing your favorite character, or seeing you be able to create content? Or end game content, sorry. Believe me, your favorite character is probably not going to have an issue clearing story mode. So you'll still be able to enjoy the full extent of what they have to offer in story. Just end game content is what will lock you out. But people who are competitive tend to aim for end game content, so they tend to go for meta. But then again, those are the same people that go for the meta every time and still not be happy because this is a game that basically sucks you dry. Even if you try to compete for the meta. Yes. Yes, absolutely. I know what that feels like because my favorite character... Before Cyrene was released, my favorite character was Acheron. Because she is a direct execute of Raiden Mei from Honkai Impact. But seeing her falling off to the point where she's only able to clear elites and not bosses is really something. Even I could try to make her work with certain, let's say, team compositions, right? But it's just not the same anymore. It's not that overwhelming emanator that basically just wipes the floor with anyone she comes across. I guess I'm gonna say goodbye to blessings now. Oh well. I should visit a store soon. What do we got here? Nope, definitely not that. I need skill points. I got 2k cosmic fragments. I need to visit a store ASAP. What do we got here? Oh, was that the same thing? There's a wealth, but there's a store. Can I redraw this so that only... Are you telling me... Oh, the wealth and the store are together. Oh no, I think I need to make a choice. Go to store. What's this? Gain 2 blessing requires by lose blessing not required. Sure. Did they just get rid of a 3-star blessing for me? Hello? Fortune glue, that's good. Just buy everything. DZZ now for the... I'm assuming that's Gooner? Have you seen the character trailer from the game? I have not. I don't actually play ZZZ, but I know my friend does. I know a friend who does play it. I will just pick up everything here. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, is irrelevant. We have the cosmic fragments, therefore we will shop till we drop. Most of them are just physical things on their body. Oh, I see. Speak no further. I understand what you are trying to say. Alright, that should be good. Ooh. But why do I want to go into combat? I mean, a little while ago, I decided to give Enfield a try. Was it Arcanite's Enfield? I was actually very hooked on the factory game mode. Unfortunately, the update took too long, so I ran out of patience, or I ran out of things to do in the game before their new update. So I actually left the game unattended. Yeah, actually, I can explain the reason behind that one. It's about the lifespan, or the life cycle of a game. No matter how well they can polish the game, it's without a doubt they would have lost players. It's the same thing like how it works for me, right? When I try a new game, I'm immediately interested, but then certain things turn me off and I turn away from the game. And then as time accumulates, I am less and less motivated to go back to the game because I know I would have missed a lot, right? So it's the same principle. If people already turned away because of the mistakes that they made or because of the negatives on the game, they're less likely to come back to this game. So what they do, they simply learn from their mistakes, make the next game, or where they kind of address those issues, right? And in that sense, they get the people to come back and try it out if they're familiar with Hoyoverse games. They see the improvements, they choose to stay, things like that. But if you stick with the same game, you fix the issues, even if you do patch out all the mistakes and all the different negatives, there's still a battle of psychology that they have to win for them to come back to play the game.
PS 最強だからオーバードライブ次はガチ部屋でボーナスステージ
It doesn't quite seem fair for those of us who continue to support the game, but that's just the way, you know, it works. If it's the same effort for them to patch the issues and make a game that doesn't have those issues, or at least where those issues are addressed, then it would be easier for them to just, or it would be more profitable for them to just focus on the new game. It's the same case with the power creep issue right now in HSR, right? They're addressing it with Nova Flare, but it's not enough. HSR is going to become a Genshin 2.0. We have a lot now, so we can't actually leave the game completely. Yeah, most of us stay simply because it's the sunk cost fallacy. We've already accomplished a lot in the game, so it's difficult for us to just drop it and go. Though I will make a noteworthy comment is that if you do choose to drop, give it a month, say, and there's a very little chance you're going to try to come back. Or at least you're now going to have resistance coming back, knowing that you've fallen behind. Knowing that you've missed out on events that you could have gotten Jades from, and knowing that you haven't been farming your dailies, you lost out on Jade counts. Yes, there's the Returner event, but that's not nearly enough to kind of make up for the losses. So there's always that mentality going into these gacha games. It seems like it's hard to let go right now, but once you do, I don't know for what reason, maybe you have to travel outside the country, maybe you have to simply make room for a different game you're playing. But once you do let go, it's gonna become easier and easier to stay away from the game. For now, just stay for the story. That's pretty much all I can recommend. The story is definitely good. I know there are a lot of complaints about story in M4 being incredibly long, and there was basically a lot of clicking. There was not enough, or the delivery of the story was not in everyone's favor. It was mostly through text, right? So, just the option of that. So a lot of people got turned away from that. But those who did stick through to the story until the very end agreed that it was a bittersweet. You only upgrade from Silver Wolf 999 just from 1 drills to 2 drills. That's pretty accurate, yeah. Appearance-wise, aside from her outfit change, her drill. Have you noticed the original Bronya has 3 drills? Let's be honest, we were staring at the final evolution of Bronya the entire time. The true final form was with us the entire time. She never left. Ooh. I've already gotten every single hunt. Interesting. What's this unicorn? Okay, I'm not gonna go in an adventure domain, so this should be fine. Please don't be the rocks. Oh, why is it the rocks? Yeah, right? Bronya was the final form all along. We didn't need a Silver Wolf level 999. We had it since the beginning of the game. Level 1000. Actually, well, the story compels that level 1000 is the range of gods or the range of domains, so I don't know what their thought on that is. Silverwolf, I guess, or in this case, Silverwolf 999 with her cartridge is considered an emanator of relation, so she is already on par with, I guess, a blessed version. I guess she's one level away from entering the Aeon phase. I don't even know what I'm doing. Just upgrade some random stuff. Perfect. One more. Are you a story reader in the game? I am, yes. I am one of those who reads the story from beginning to end. Mind you, probably not the side stories. I skip all of the blue quests that aren't relevant to the main story. I know they sometimes contain information that are still relevant to the story itself, but you know what? I don't have the patience for everything, so I do skip those. But otherwise, the main story, yes, I do read everything. Was that saying DOT? I guess I didn't need that, but I'm gonna buy it anyways. Guys, we need one more harmony, come on. Oh, we can't even refresh anymore because we don't have... You know what, I'll keep the remaining ones and I'll refresh, like... I'll overwrite one of these blessings here and hope for the best. And we need one more harmony, come on. There we go. I was like, I'm buying everything from the store. How is it possible that I still haven't gotten maxed out harmony yet? What do you want? Boss mode. It's Hule. I mean, they discussed a lot about how to find a solution in Trailer 4.2. Why don't just ask Evernight about the game, then all is done for. I think Evernight has reached a consensus with March now at this point to really only show herself when it's absolutely necessary. Like, either March specifically requests for her, or if March is in a life and death situation. I can't believe Hule actually lived 200 million points of damage. Because what am I at right now? 109 million already. Okay, there we go. I was like, how strong are these enemies? Oh my god, they are actually very strong. Can wait until the 8x. I don't want to know because I've honestly gotten nightmares from Currency Wars. It just takes way too long. Because I finished Currency War all the way up to Wealth Creator 40. And it was just painful. It's not fun. After like a certain point, it's just repetitive. Every battle takes 10, 15, 20 minutes. It's just not... It's not enjoyable. You sit through the whole thing for what? Like just a measly rank upgrade. That's it. Just to flex. Alright, I've unlocked every mask. 2 masks. Double the miracles, double the fun. Okay. I got myself modeling resin, that's all I could hope for. Oh boy. I don't think there's any more, right? Oh, there's one more stuff locked for us. Okay, I think this is a good spot to end the stream. I've gone on for quite a bit now, right? It's, wow, it's been almost 3.5 hours. I know most streamers go for longer, but honestly, I can't go for sitting that long. Anyways, thank you for joining on the stream. I appreciate it. Maybe we'll see each other again some other time. Until the next stream. Have a great day, afternoon, or night, wherever you are. Thank you. Take care.